I've always been interested in the historical interurban railroads in Indiana, and struggled for a long time to make one website list all the maps of the interurbans I could find, historical information, current remnants I found by Google Satellite View, and historical pictures of the cars and depots that run on these lines at one time. And this is the result of my attempt. This is the way I usually use the site. I just come in from my Butcher's Railroad page and open that, and notice I have a table here. And it lists the interurban lines down here, the maps of each one of these lines, the historical information if I've got any, possible remnants found down here, and depots and cars that run on these lines at one time or another, and the historical photos of them. So I'm just going to do one here to keep this as short as I can. There's a lot of information here, and what we're going to do is pick on the UTC line. And notice I have a map link here. There's the map of the UTC interurban, and every place marker you see here has a link, and they're also supposed to be set up like this. Looks like I've done a pretty good job of it here. It's got the map of the location and a street view link if it's available. Now these remnants include most, I'd say 90% of them are grades, but they also show pillars and abutments that are still remaining, and there's even some old bridges that are still around. So I'll show you how to use all this. That's the map, and then the history. And we'll pick on the old UTC here. Union Traction Company. And these links take a little while, but it'll finally take you down there. There it is, the Union Traction Company. There's the abandonment information link. And the source where I got the information. So you can expand that out. Maybe you can. There it is. There it is right there, and it tells you everything I can find about Union Traction Company. And close those out. But this is the fun part right here. The remnants found. And I'm on the UTC. And I lived on 400 North to Southwest in Maxwell, Indiana. So I know the territory of the old New York Central that ran from Indianapolis to Newcastle. And I fished Sugar Creek for smallmouth bass. And I stumbled onto an old bridge. Didn't know what it was. Had no idea what that bridge was. But all I know is I had a lot of smallmouth and rock bass around it. And again, this takes a while to respond. But there it is, the Union Traction Company. And what I'm looking for is a former bridge. And first of all, I know Indianapolis, Newcastle. There's a former bridge around Greenfield, so I'll click on that. And there, lo and behold, there it is. And that is the bridge. This was the old New York Central. I used to ride my trail bike down this railroad when that bridge was still intact. And then I'd get off the creek there and just walk down here and fish for smallmouth bass. And if you want to see that in 3D view, you can come down here and click 3D. And some of these bridges, this was really nice. from a satellite view. That didn't make much difference, but it does give a little better perspective. Now you say, okay, Paul, how in the world do you know that was the UTC line? Well, I did this project, but I had to come up with a way of making it so some of the lines I don't know a thing about, I could find out what they were. So we'll close that out, and we come back here to my web page, and I got this link up here, link to Butch's Indiana Interurban Railroad map. And this map's been, I had just posted on the site for quite some time. But I'll show you how I would find it. And there's Indianapolis, and there's Newcastle. So we zoom in, and there's Maxwell, so we're getting awful close. So I'll just click on that line right there. And that tells me it's UTC. Right there. So I can click on this UTC map right there, and this is the entire Union Traction Company, as well as I could find from the historical information, and every one of these place markers has a link. Let me show you how it works. So now then we're going to come in here. Whoop, I'm not in Anderson, I'm down here in Greenfield. Well, I'm not sure where I am, so why don't I know I'm looking for a bridge, so I'll click on that little magnifying glass there and type in bridge. And notice down below instantly, there's a bridge, former bridge at Mohawk, and there's a former bridge at Greenfield. So I click on that, and lo and behold, it's got a map of location. Let's see if that's it. And there it is. And I had no idea of what interurban line it was or anything. I was just able to get it from the map. And there's the old New York Central line that I used to ride my trail bike down the Fishiest Hole. Now notice this one doesn't have any street view, and most of these bridges don't. But there's some bridges that in 3D view really enhances the deal. So hopefully that shows you how to use this information. And see if I can remember the line. Yeah, the old Terre Haute Indianapolis Interurban line. That's it. So we're going to go the same old route there. I know there's a great bridge to look for here, so I'll type in, click on the map, and look at all the remnants I found for that line. So now that I come up here in the magnifying glass, type in bridge. There it is. And I wanted to show this, what this 3D view can do like on some of these bridges from excellent satellite images. Look at that. And it's just amazing what does Big Brother have if Google gives us this free. It's just amazing. And this is an old bridge on the T in Indianapolis. And if you want to know how to get there, let's close that out. And we'll come back here and do this. And get directions. It'll tell you exactly how to get there. I've got lots of ways to get there from Alton, Kentucky. And I'm just kind of amazed you can practically drive right to it. It's just amazing. Next time I'm in India, I'm going to check this bridge out, see if I can find it. And that's all there is to it.